how we can help you with our Shopify program. Before we get into today's stream and before we crack on with today's orders, you can probably see behind me I've got a desk there full of labels and invoices that I need to sort out in just a little bit. But yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. A little bit about us. What you see us doing live on these streams every single day is effectively we are a dropshipping supply company, right? So we help people build Shopify stores. These are Shopify stores that sell our catalog of products. We have our own catalog. We make everything ourselves. We are just a two-person team, myself included. And we've been doing this for almost 20 years now. In that time, we've made well over 3 million dropshipping sales, which is why I think we can help people. Now, we do have a Shopify program, which is what I'm going to tell you all about in just a second. And we ship roughly about 40,000 orders directly here from home. This is a live work from home studio. We stream every single morning, guys. We are usually live from around about 8:15. We're a little bit late this morning getting started, but yeah, we do these live streams, guys, just pretty much just to show you that the order volumes are real. Okay, so at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that talk about dropshipping on YouTube, and you know, there's a lot of, I would say, misleading and false information out there. And effectively, because we are a supplier, so we have our own product range, right? So what we really are trying to do with these streams is we're trying to reach an audience of people who are interested in dropshipping and perhaps have tried dropshipping before and haven't had any success with it. Now, if you work with us through our Shopify program, I'm going to show you in just a second exactly how you can get success with dropshipping and how we can help you actually get there. Now, we do everything organically. So I just mentioned a moment ago that we ship about 40,000 orders per year. What I didn't mention is the fact that we don't use any paid advertising whatsoever to achieve that. Now, that might sound a little bit crazy to you right now, if you know anything about dropshipping at all, because probably everything you've learned about dropshipping involves some kind of paid advertising. But I'm here to tell you that you do not need, categorically do not need paid advertising to make dropshipping work. And we do these streams to show you guys the absolute proof of that. No paid advertising whatsoever for us to make that volume of orders every single year, right? So I'm just going to get straight into it, guys. I'm going to show you a little bit about our Shopify program. I'm going to explain exactly what you get with that program, why I think it can help you, how we actually grow and scale your store, and how you can get started if you are interested. And then we'll just dive into a normal live stream, which will probably run for about 3, 4, maybe even 5 hours. Right, let me just get straight into it, guys. As you can see on the page here, there is our website. If you want to find a link to anything I'm talking about right now, such as our Shopify program, you can go to the description down below in the stream, and you can just head over to our website right now. Once you do that, if you head over to our website, you'll see this. In the top corner, there's the Shopify Launch Accelerator. If you scroll down, you can actually see it here. You can just click on Learn More, and it's going to bring you over to the Shopify Launch Accelerator page. This is our Shopify program, guys. Now, this Shopify program is effectively not just like any other dropshipping program, right? It's not a course, right? And you're going to find out very, very quickly how this is not a course in any way at all. This is not you just pay us a sum of money and then we just give you a load of content to consume. This is not that at all. This is totally different, guys. Absolutely different. What we give you with this program is an entire franchise of our Shopify business. Okay, I just mentioned in the beginning that we do over 40,000 orders per year, and we've done well over 3 million dropshipping sales, and we have packaged this all up into a program whereby we will actually help you build a version of our business. We will help you franchise the entire thing you see us doing every single day on these live streams, and you can get involved right now for just £395 a month, guys. So if that sounds expensive now, some of you it might sound expensive. Let me just explain exactly what you do get for that. Right, so let me just scroll down. Now, bear in mind, we use no paid ads whatsoever, right? This is what makes this entire program just so amazing. At the end of the day, if you're trying to build a real brand with Shopify, the most important thing is to be able to grow organically so you own all of the traffic. That is what creates a saleable asset that you can, in the future, if you decide to, be able to sell your brand onto someone else if you decide to, go on to other projects or ventures. Now, we have successfully helped our clients in the past who have basically come into this program, built their brands with us, and then gone on to later sell those stores. We've helped them do it. Right. So there are no contracts, by the way. I did mention it was £395 per month. You can pay annually if you want to lock in, and I think you can save about 750 quid if you lock in annually. It's 3,995 per year. If you pay monthly, it's just 395. There's no contract, guys. And what that really means is that if you come into the program, you can effectively decide to cancel out the program at any time. You'll still have your store, right? We build the entire thing for you. So let me just explain exactly what you get, and this will make a little bit more sense in just a sec. So exactly what you get is we will build a Shopify store for you from the ground up, and we'll fill that store with all of our products, okay? And I'll show you exactly what type of products that we sell. It's predominantly home decor niche. So we build home decor niche brands, right? And we'll build that for you in just 7 days, okay? So we'll go from nothing. So if you're sitting here now, right now, watching this, and you don't have anything set up at all, perhaps you don't even have a Shopify account, if you are thinking about getting to dropshipping and you are serious about building a brand that you want to scale, and you want to work with a reliable supplier who can supply all of your products for you, then with this program, we not only will do all of that, but we will launch your store, fill it with over 2,500 of products from our catalogue. So you basically get our entire catalogue in your store, and we'll deliver that within 7 days. But then, where most people who would offer to do something similar like that would say, there we go, here's your store, now it's down to you. That is where the work really begins for us, okay? This is why we excel with this program. And the reason is, I'll explain now, is once we launch your store, we then manage your store every single day. And when I mean manage, I mean we do everything, literally everything, right? We run the day-to-day operations of your store as if it was our own, but it's your store. You own the Shopify account. You are simply just providing us with what we call a collaborator access, which basically gives us our own login, which you control. You have full permission over what we can access, but we just need that collaborator login so we can basically act kind of like a staff member, where we will log into your store daily and we will manage your store every single day. So this is going to involve us essentially keeping your store up to date. We add new products every single week. We're going to keep your store up to date with seasonal trends. So as we come through autumn now, your store will be all themed and everything, all the product range on your store will all be autumn themed. As we move into Christmas, we'll update your store. You'll get our new Christmas range automatically because we give you live catalogs in, and we'll update your store so that it's themed for the current seasonal trends. We have products that cover the seasonal trends all the way through the year. So we have products for spring, summer, autumn, winter, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Guys, we have a product range in the home decor niche that covers all of this. Like I said, we've been doing this for 20 years. We have built up quite a substantial product range which sells every single day, because you see us making the orders live on these streams every single day. This is why we do these streams, guys. We do the streams to prove that the products that we make sell. We show you the orders, we ship them out daily, and you can go back and watch any of our live streams if you basically need any more proof of that. Right, or you can just stick around after this intro and you can watch us crack on with a normal day. So we manage your store day to day, okay, until you're ready to take over, okay? And the reason why we manage it for you is because we are essentially helping you scale your store. And if we just let it go to you after we built it, you wouldn't know how to drive traffic, okay? You wouldn't be able to scale your store, right? I can just tell you that for a fact. We build a very professional store for you, right? That much I can guarantee. But the point is, that is irrelevant. It doesn't matter how good your store is or how good the products are, how well the products sell. Like, we sell, over 40,000 orders per year. We've got, I would consider, an excellent product range. But it doesn't matter. If you don't know how to drive traffic, you are not going to be able to grow. It's just not impossible. This is why most people fail with dropshipping, especially Shopify dropshipping, because at the end of the day, Shopify do not have a customer base to send to your store, right? Shopify are not going to send you any traffic. At the end of the day, Shopify's customer base is you guys, right? It's you guys creating the Shopify stores and buying their apps. That is how Shopify makes money. They're not going to send you any customers. It's not like a marketplace like Amazon or eBay, where if you just list products, they will send you traffic, because they charge you to list. They charge you monthly fees, so they will send you traffic. You just need to list products on marketplaces. Shopify does not work like that at all. A lot of people really misunderstand that, even though it is obvious. And this is why you really do need a systematic way to drive traffic. And what we do is a organic marketing method, which essentially uses brand ambassadors, which I'm going to talk a lot about in this intro in just a moment, to exchange free product from your store in exchange for promotion. Okay, and I'll share with you just now how we actually go about doing that. So you come on board, we build your store for you, we launch it in 7 days, we then manage it day to day. So we'll be in your store, keeping it updated, adding new products every single week. We will be downloading your orders every single day. We'll be processing those orders. We'll be generating the shipping labels for you. We'll be handling all of your marketing. You don't need to do any of that. And we will essentially just be running your store day to day. Okay? And there's a very specific reason why we would do that. And I will explain in just a little bit exactly what we have you do to help push your store forward, right? So you also get, on top of this, is our influencer marketing system, which is a system that we have effectively used for over 6 years now ourselves, to not only build our own brand, but to build stores for our clients that come through this program. It's a proven marketing system, guys, that basically drives organic traffic, doesn't require any paid ads at all, and it also helps you build your own audience on social media. And how this works is, I just mentioned about the brand ambassadors. So what we do is we build something called a brand ambassador program, which is part of the store build. And essentially what this does, it allows individuals to come on board and work with your brand in exchange for free product that they can use to create content with. They then share that product with their audience, and that then does a couple of things. One is it drives traffic to your store, obviously, because they're sharing with their audience. They're saying, hey, go check this brand out. It also drives traffic to your social media, which increases your following, grows your own audience, but it also gives you access to unlimited content that is being created for you by these brand ambassadors, because essentially they're getting the free product, they're creating content, and then they're sharing that content with their audience. But then you can then reuse that content, because it's in your terms. You can reuse that content across all of your social media channels to grow. And the reason why you're able to grow using that content, and you're not able to grow using your own content, if you've ever tried to grow a social media audience by basically doing your own posts, you'll probably see that hasn't worked out too well for you. And the reason is because when you just try and post the content that you have in the beginning, which is basically just images from your supplier, right? Product images. That content is so generic that it's impossible for you to grow an audience just by posting that content. The only way for you to grow an audience is to get other people to create that content for you. This is exactly what we set up for you to make that happen, so that you get constantly other people creating new content for you every single month, which you can use to grow your own audience on social media, which just helps drive more organic traffic to your store. And we do this with these influencer vouchers, right? So we set up your brand rep program, and we offer these individuals a 50 Great British Pounds. We build UK-based dropshipping stores, by the way, but it doesn't matter if you are based anywhere in the world. We will still build you and help you scale a UK-based dropshipping store that will predominantly sell to people based in the UK. But you can be based anywhere in the world and still enroll in this program. So we'll build your store and then build your brand ambassador program, and then we will attach an influencer offer to that program, which is a £50 gift voucher that anyone can come on board and claim, and they can order £50 worth of free products from your store In exchange for that, they will basically create content, share that content with their audience, right? And what we do is then, on top of that, we also give these individuals a commissionable link. So we allow them to earn a commission by referring their audience to your store, and that gives them a kickback. And what happens is that they will refer their audience to your store. That's going to drive organic traffic, okay? And then on top of that, we essentially create a welcome offer for new customers, because we're going to be driving organic traffic to your store. We're going to attach a welcome offer, which is a £20 welcome offer for new customers, with no catch at all. They can literally just get £20 worth of free stuff from your store. And what this helps do is this helps build momentum for your store early on, helps you grow your customer list. And by the way, as part of this program, all of these vouchers that I'm talking about right now, all of this product is supplied by us 100% for free. You just pay that fixed monthly cost. So if you ever wanted a way to grow and scale a Shopify brand with fixed monthly costs, then this is exactly the program for you, because this is exactly what we do. So you don't need to worry about any product costs with this program at all, because all you do is just pay that £395 per month, or pay the £3,995 yearly to lock in annually, save yourself 750 quid there. But once you do that, everything is free. We supply all of your products for free until you make over £1,000 per month in recurring monthly sales. Okay? So you pay nothing more until you make over £1,000 a month in sales. And it's your brand, you own the brand, it's your store, you own everything. So if you want to sell it in the future, you can. It'll be valuable because it'll have organic traffic source, unlike paid ads, which basically kind of makes your business unvaluable. Because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong with your paid ads, if your ad account gets blocked, if a lot of new competitors come into your niche or your space, they'll push up your cost per clicks. Even if you are making profit, they'll squeeze you out eventually. Paid ads is just no good for low ticket dropshipping, guys. It doesn't work. It's not a genuine way to build a brand. You have to do it organically. Everyone who does paid ads, for the very few individuals that do be successful with a paid ads model, they always come back to organic at some point. They always realize, oh shit, I haven't got a business because my ads are no longer running, or I can no longer afford to run ads profitably. And then they realize, I've built all this up on the back of paid ads, and now I have nothing because I didn't focus on organic. So we focus on organic from day one with this program, with no paid ads at all, which is why we're able to guarantee your profitability throughout this program. Okay? So it's no experience needed, by the way. We do everything for you, and we just have you do two very, very basic tasks, which I'll explain in just a sec. But that's not all you get, guys. Okay? You can probably see on screen right now, you do get a few more things as well. So I did mention right at the top and earlier on that this is in fact, you are in fact franchising our entire Shopify business. Okay? This is not just an ordinary Shopify program, not an ordinary dropshipping program. You are in fact franchising our business. And the franchise part of it is the fact that we not only give you everything I've just explained and do everything for you to help you grow and scale, but we also give you unlimited access to our complete digital library as well. And what that is we have thousands of products, all different types of products. We sell home decor products, so these are things like, we sell a lot of wall art, mugs, stickers, we sell signs, wax melts, greeting cards, tons of different types of home decor related products, guys. And what we do is we give you access to our complete digital library of all of these designs with a full digital and reseller license with unrestricted resale rights, so that you can set up and run your own from home business on the back of this Shopify launch, which effectively allows you to print at home and resell our designs across any platform, both online and offline. So you could even, if you wanted to, sell our designs in your own physical store, or you could set up a market store or a pop-up shop, and you could print and resell all of our designs. And we add new designs every single week. As I mentioned a moment ago about seasonal trends, we're coming up to Christmas now. Christmas is in just a couple of months' time. We are already expanding our Christmas range right now, and this is a constant thing. We do this throughout the year. Constantly we add new products. your store will automatically have live syncs. You get all these new products in your store because you'll have access to that complete digital library as well, which you'll have full access to all of these new designs. You'll have them instantly. As soon as they're added to our catalog, you'll get access to those as well, which means you can create your own products from home, and you can effectively print and ship everything yourself, which drastically reduces your cost because you're not having to pay a supplier like ourselves. And you can also sell to your local market. So I mentioned that we help you set up a UK-based dropshipping store, which is what we will do for you. But if you are based anywhere in the world and you also want to sell to your local marketplace or your local market, you absolutely can, because we give you a franchise of our business where you get a reseller license and access to all of the artwork that your store is selling. So if you want to sell to people in the United States, for example, where it wouldn't make any sense for us to drop ship to the United States, you can sell to the United States market your products, because you would be able to effectively print our designs from where you are based in the USA, and then you could ship those orders out yourself. Okay, and like I said, we add new designs every single week to constantly expand your catalog, and all these designs are approved for all major platforms as well, guys. Okay, so you can sell anywhere, right? You can sell on Shopify, Etsy, Amazon, eBay, do Amazon FBA if you want, TikTok Shop as well, and we can help you get set up and started on those platforms as well. No problem at all. So to qualify for the program, guys, you do need an existing Shopify account. If you haven't already got one, you can just go to Shopify right now. You can create a Shopify account right now. I think you can get access for $1 per month for the first 3 months. And then I think it's about $29 per month, I think, or $39 per month from there onwards. I'm not affiliated with Shopify, guys. This is a Shopify program. It runs on the Shopify platform, so you need a Shopify account, right? There's no affiliate links on this website at all, so I'm not getting anything for recommending you to Shopify. Once you've got a Shopify account, you then need to provide access. So once you enroll in the program, you'll basically see our onboarding form. In that onboarding form, you basically just enter your details of your store, and then you provide us with that collaboration access so we can start building, and we'll get your store launched for you in just 7 days time. Right, so let's just scroll down to a couple of FAQs, guys. So a couple of FAQs for you. What does it cost to buy into this program? Well, I've mentioned it a few times. It is £395 per month. You pay nothing more until you make over £1,000 a month in recurring sales. We supply all the products for free. That includes all the gifted influencer vouchers that we're going to be giving out to help you grow your brand through brand reps. Those are all free. The new customer offers, the £20 gift voucher we give for new customers, all that's free. Any normal orders that come through your store, those are supplied free as well. You just pay that fixed monthly cost, or you pay annually, and that is until you make over £1,000 a month in recurring sales. After that, we'll just charge once per month a 39.5% of any additional revenue that you make above £1,000 monthly. So for example, if you make £2,000 monthly, your first 1,000 is covered by your 395, and your second 1,000 is 395. So it's always 39.5%. That is essentially your product cost, guys. Okay. So in terms of how much profit can you make, we've broken this down into a percentage of your revenue to make it very, very easy for you to understand. Obviously you need to cover your costs, so this is exactly what you can expect. The Shopify launch fee is 39.5%. Your Shopify subscription fees and commissions, this is actual percentages from real stores we do this now with. This comes out of 15%, give or take. Marketing cost is 0, because at the end of the day there's no marketing cost. We do this all through brand reps, so we don't have to, no paid ads whatsoever, so that is 0. Your product cost is 0, because the monthly fee that you pay, the Shopify Launch Accelerator fee, that 39.5%, that covers all of your products, so all of your products are included free. Your shipping label cost comes out at no more than 25%. In fact, this is more like 20%. Typically is what we see. It's never higher than 25% of your revenue. It's physically impossible, because I know what shipping labels cost. Worst case scenario is just 20.5% net profit. At £1,000 a month, guys, you are in fact absolutely profitable. You'll be making over 200 Great British pounds per month at that point. And so how do we get traffic without spending money on paid ads, right? So this is something that people do ask me quite a lot. So I mentioned in the beginning about Shopify being one of the hardest platforms to generate traffic on. And the reason is because Shopify themselves are not going to send you any traffic. So if you've never done this before, if you've never been involved in dropshipping, I don't recommend that you do Shopify unless you are coming on board into this program, because it's the only way that you're going to be able to generate traffic. Otherwise, if you're brand new and you don't have the budget for this program and you still want to try dropshipping, then don't use Shopify, use a marketplace, right? And the reason is, quite simply, is marketplaces already have customers. You want to just place your products in front of those customers, pay the marketplace a higher fee. So this is one of the benefits of Shopify, is fees are lower, marketplace fees are higher, but the trade-off is that the marketplace already has customers, Shopify doesn't, right? So that's why Shopify fees are lower, because they know that you have to spend on the marketing in order to drive traffic, right? So either way, you have to spend on marketing. We've just packaged this up into a program where you can just pay a fixed monthly fee and we do all the marketing for you, all right? So in terms of what type of products do we sell? Oh, actually, I didn't in fact explain how we get traffic. I was spending money on ads. So let me just explain to you exactly how we do this, right? So there is a free guide on the website if you want to go and check this out, but this is it, guys. So this is how we basically do it. This is our free guide on the website. You can check out right now. It's how to your first 10K with Shopify. And I'm gonna go right the way down. This is how we do organic traffic through Instagram and Facebook. This is Winston Creations. This is our own brand, guys. So the strategy, right? So we grow stores organically using social media, okay? And the way that we do it is that we invite influencers, so people who have audiences, a following, to collaborate with your brand by gifting them products from your store. I talked about the £50 gift vouchers. In return, they share those products, okay, with their audience. That drives traffic to your socials and drives traffic to your store, and that generates real organic sales, right? Okay. So the way that this works is we have you reach out to these individuals on social media. So we'll set up your brand for you. You'll set up your social media accounts like Instagram and TikTok, and you'll run those, but we'll tell you exactly what to do with them. So it's not difficult at all. We'll even give you the content to post. So how it works is like this. So we'll have you send DMs to people across social media. We will in fact give you the templates, and the templates are down here. So these are the DM outreach templates, guys. Let me just find it for you. This stuff. So we'll give you these templates, okay, and you'll just, it's copy and paste, guys. You just copy and paste this to people on social media who have audiences who are interested in the home decor niche space, and you'll send this invite out to people, and what will happen is they'll either reply with yes, this sounds great, in which case you just follow up with this, send them to your brand rep page, which we'll set up and create for you. They'll then be able to come into your program, claim their £50 voucher, they'll be able to order the free product from your store, and then the ball's rolling. They'll get that product, create content, share, and then we just repeat this cycle every single month with them, because we issue recurring monthly gift vouchers every single month. We issue those vouchers out on the 1st of every month. In fact, it is voucher day today. It's the 1st of October today. So all of our stores that we're managing right now, all the new vouchers will go out, so that'll be an influx of orders for everyone this morning. And yeah, so the other response you might get is, what does this involve, right? So we've done a follow-up template for this, which basically explains exactly all that we require from them. Very simple. Again, it's just a copy and paste reply. And usually the response from this is that, okay, cool, sounds great, in which case you then just send them to your page here, okay? Very, very, very simple process of attracting people to come and collaborate with your brand, guys, okay? That is how we drive traffic to your store, by working with these individuals, and this strategy explains in much more depth than I'm going to go into right now exactly why we do this. And if you are trying to do this by yourself, you could in fact follow this guide through and just use this guide to implement exactly what we do to build and grow these stores, okay? So that is how we drive traffic. We do it through influencers, we do it with these collaborations. We essentially exchange free product for promotion, and we do it recurringly, so it happens every single month. And the reason why we do it recurringly is because you get compound effect of growth, okay? Because you are reaching out to new individuals, inviting them to collaborate with your brand all of the time. That is a constant thing that you do to help you grow and scale your store, because effectively the more brand reps that you have promoting your brand, the faster and bigger your store will grow, okay? Because you've got more people promoting you. Very, very simple. It's not, pretty much simple, guys. So in terms of what products we sell, so I've mentioned all the different types of products that we sell, guys. You can see us making these products live on these live streams every single day, so you get to see us making these products today. If you want to go and check out the type of products that we sell, we do have a catalogue which you can find in the tools and resources page on our website. You can pull up our dropship catalogue and price list. The price list is irrelevant to you when you're in this program because we supply everything for free. So if you just wait for this to load, basically this is our dropship catalogue and price list, and then you can go and view the products on our website. I'll just go and pull up some products now. So these are all the products that we'll pull in your store, guys. So if I just pull up some wall prints, so we sell loads of different products. Like I said, we've got thousands and thousands of products, and you get access to all this artwork inside of our program because you give you that full digital reseller license. So we give you all this artwork, so you can go and create. T-shirts with this stuff. You can go and create all different types of mugs, even types of mugs that we don't sell. All different types of products that you can think of, you can make because we give you access to all of this artwork included as well. So there's our dropship price list. If you want to go and see the type of products that we'll put in your store, let me just pull up this program page a moment. Right, okay, so where are we? Who owns the store? Well, you do, I've mentioned that. How do you provide access? Well, you do that, it's called collaboration access. Basically gives us a separate login to your store which you control. We are a registered Shopify partner, which means we're allowed to request access to other people's stores to help them develop and build them. That's effectively what collaboration access is for, okay? So what happens if you decide to take over? Well, like I said, there's no contract or anything, so you can just take over your store and take it any direction, anytime you want. Most importantly, your brand ambassadors will still be there, okay? They're not our ambassadors, they don't rep for us, they rep for you. So your brand ambassadors will always be there, okay? So as more and more people come into your program to rep for your brand, they'll always be there, guys. So even if you take over the store, they will always be there. You can choose to continue working with them if you so wish, and essentially working with them is just continuing to offer a gifted voucher every single month, which is your effective marketing spend. So you're not wasting money on paid ads. Instead, what you're doing is you're spending that money on your brand rep program. But when you're paying us a monthly fee, we supply everything for free, so you're just paying a fixed monthly cost for that, okay? If you decide to take over the store yourself, your marketing spend from there, you won't be paying us any fees, but you will be paying to continue to run your brand rep program. That is what is actually going to help you drive forward your store at that point, okay? Once you take over, you can add products from other suppliers. You don't have to sell our products exclusively. You don't even have to continue selling our products if you don't want. You can completely take your store in a different direction with your brand reps, and they can help you promote other suppliers' products. If you want to completely change the direction of your store, you're more than welcome to. If you continue selling our products, you continue working with your brand reps, you basically would just pay the unit cost on a pay-as-you-go basis, which you can find in our dropship catalog. So you effectively, once you take over, you don't pay us any monthly fees, but you would essentially just pay for whatever you sell or gift from that point. Now, I've explained everything that we do. Let me just explain exactly what you do. So we have you send these invites, these DMs, using the templates I just shown, to potential collaborators across your social media channels. We have you do that daily. The more of that you do, the more people you're going to get into your program. That is going to help you grow faster. It's honestly very simple, guys. It's proven. We've done this time and time again with lots of stores. We know it works. We know the templates work because they're the templates that we use right now. We know they're effective. We know they work. We know it gets people into your program. It gets people ordering. It gets people creating content, and that gives you content you can post on your own social media. In the beginning, when we launch, it's going to take a couple of weeks for you to get your first lot of brand reps on board, get them ordering, get them creating content. So in the beginning, there's not going to be a ton of content coming in from your brand reps because at the end of the day, because everything is set up new. But in time, you'll have consistent content coming in for your brand reps. So you'll effectively have a situation where you have just got unlimited content coming in. So you have unlimited content to post on your social media channels. In the beginning, you can only post product images. The reason why we have you do this is post daily is so that you can fill your social media grids with content as a sort of advert for potential collaborators, so they can instantly see that you are a legit brand trying to grow, and they can see the type of products that they can get if they want to work with you. So your social media page in the beginning is kind of like a big advert for your potential collaborators, okay? So that's why we have you send these invites in the DMs, because that's what gets people into your brand rep program. That's going to help you grow. And we have you post daily just so you look legit, and you are essentially creating a big advert with your social media channels to potential collaborators saying, hey, I'm legit, I'm trying to grow, this is the type of product that I sell. The reason why you do that on social media is because you're reaching out to people on those channels, and the first thing that they do, we know this because we tested it, the first thing that they do is they click to your social media profile. They don't click to your website, right? It's because you're sending them a DM, they click on your username, they see your social media profile before they go to your website. So it's very important that you keep your social media profile busy, okay, and active. And this is what we have you do. We give you the content, we give you access to all the product images. So you only need to post once per day, by the way. So you post once per day. You either post content that is being made for you by your brand reps, if that's available, or you just post product images, create your captions with ChatGPT, which is free. And in time, what will happen is you'll just have more and more content being created for you. So every day, you will actually get to the point where you are only posting content which is being made for you by your brand reps, okay? And that content is really what's going to drive forward the growth of your own audience, because that type of content is far superior than product images, for example, because you're going to get videos, reels and things like that from your brand reps. That sort of content is going to get real likes and engagement, and that's what's going to help grow your own social media audience, and that is just going to drive more traffic organically to your store. And as you can see, guys, the entire thing is organic growth, right? So that's exactly what you do. Now, how do we guarantee this works, right? So if you do those two things, guys, your store will grow, right? If you do those two things, you do them consistently, you do exactly what we tell you to do, you will grow. There's no ifs, no buts about that at all. Every person that we work with that does those things consistently, okay, and when I say consistently, that means you post daily, you post the stuff that we tell you to post, and you reach out to people consistently in volume using the copy and paste templates. It couldn't any be easier than that. And you get people into your brand rep program. The funnel does it for you, right? The whole brand ambassador page, which basically sells your program to people. We write all that, set that up. We know how to get people into your program. The offer's really strong because you're offering £50 worth of free product. Not many people say no to that, so you'll get excellent response rates on social media. When you start reaching out to people, you'll get people into your program, they'll start working with you very quickly. So how it works is this: you invite people with that £50 offer, we'll supply all that product for free, they'll share, that drives organic traffic to your store, also to your socials. You'll be reposting their content on your socials. That's going to help you grow an audience, and that is going to drive more organic traffic to your store. So you can end up with this circle of repeating pattern of where you are basically just driving people round and round this circle. And what's happening is all the time that's happening, the amount of traffic coming to your store on every recurring, every time basically they recur around this circle, you're basically just adding more followers and you're adding more traffic to your store every single month, okay? So why does this work so well? Well, the reason why this works well, guys, is because when you work with other people, well, I'll give you an example. If you, when you just start a new Shopify brand and you open up a brand new Instagram account, for example, you've got no following. And I just explained that if you try and create content yourself, let's think about what you're trying to do, right? So you're trying to create content yourself. Not only is that immensely time consuming, but the quality of the content and the type of content that you're going to be able to make by yourself is just not going to be very good at all, right? Even if you are quite good at making content, the problem you're going to have is all of your content is going to look the same, okay? When you work with other people, you are working with individuals, all different individuals. The content that they will create will be framed in all different locations, styled in all different ways. You're going to get such unique content that content then reposted on your own social would help you grow, okay? Because that's going to get real shares and likes, because it's not bland, it's not boring, which is what, if you try and post content yourself, the reason why you don't grow is because the content you try and make yourself is bland and boring. But the other reason why this works so well is because when you do work with individuals, well, you have zero audience in the beginning, okay? So until you grow an audience, you're not going to be able to drive any organic traffic yourself. So the only way for you to reach an audience of people who could potentially want to buy from you is by leveraging the audiences of other people. And this is what we help you do with this brand ambassador system, okay, is that we set it up in such a way where you're able to lean into the audiences of other people to help you reach a large audience of people collectively through multiple brand reps. And this is how you're able to reach tens, hundreds, even millions of people every single month by working with other individuals that already have built up a following engagement. And all you're doing is exchanging on a very basic level. All you're doing with this program is you're exchanging free products, okay, every single month in exchange for promotion, and then you're just repeating that cycle over and over again, okay? And you're giving them commissionable links, gives them a reason to share, but they have to share anyway because that's the exchange. Free product for promotion, and then you just do that with as many people as you do. So the more people you work with, guys, the more people you collaborate with your brand, the more growth you will see, which is why it is imperative that you reach out to people on social media with DMs, inviting them to collaborate with your brand. This is the number one reason why people are unable to grow their Shopify stores, because they don't do any of the stuff that I've just explained in this video at all. What most people try and do with dropshipping is they focus all the time and effort on trying to find what you call a winning product. Nonsense, guys. You can sell anything to anyone. You don't need a winning product, you just need traffic. They focus all of their time on installing apps which promise the world but do nothing. In fact, with this program, guys, we don't install any apps in your store apart from one app, which is a catalog sync app, which we're not even affiliated with, but that just allows us to give you live sync. Okay, that allows you, so when we add new products, you get them in your store instantly. It's the only app that we use. We don't use any of these fancy stupid apps that you see basically on the Shopify app store. Not at all, because you don't need them, right? We just drive organic traffic to your store, and then organic growth occurs, right? And we do it through these brand reps. So if you are interested in this program, guys, you can go check it out. It is not a course, as you can see, as I did promise in the beginning. We will help you build a real brand, and we will effectively give you all the assets that we have, so that you can go and set up your own thing at home. If you want to buy your own printing equipment, this is optional, you can. By the way, we sell our digital license, we sell our digital license for $2,000 a year, and you get access to the Shopify program, just £395 a month. It includes all that digital license stuff. So it just gives you an idea of the type of value that we do offer you guys. So if you are interested in this program, or you're interested in anything that I've mentioned, or you have any questions, guys, pop them in the YouTube chat during today's stream, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you guys. But yeah, it is time for me now to get into today's stream. Do give us a thumbs up, appreciate that very much, and do subscribe also to the channel, guys. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's stream, and hopefully if some of you are interested, if you think what I've shared with you this morning is something that can help you, and you have the budget for that right now, then by all means come on board, and we can get your store built and launched in just 7 days, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the video. In today's video, I want to share with you an actual deep dive into some of the actions that we actually teach with our Shopify influencer marketing coaching program. Now, if you're looking to get more sales with Shopify, then you should definitely look at influencer marketing. We teach influencer marketing to our clients with our coaching program. I'm just going to show you today some of the actions that we are taking right now in a live client store that we are currently working in. So without further ado, hi, my name is Jason, by the way. If you find any of this content useful in this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want similar content as well. So some of the actions I'm going to be showing you today are the exact things that we teach in this program. So you should be able to get something useful out of this. Now, if you want any more information, or if you want to work with us, there are links in the description down below where you can find out more information. So let's just dive straight into it. So I'm going to head over into our client store, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the customers segments section, and we have a ton of customer segments, as you can see, which we've created, and we create all of these segments in our customer stores, but that really is for a separate video. But essentially, in the email that we are sending today on a Wednesday, we teach you to send essentially 3 remarketing emails to all of your collaborators. These are your brand reps who work to promote your brand. And what we do is we teach you to send remarketing emails 3 times a week to these individuals so that we can capture more of them and activate them to become long-standing members who will promote your products to their audiences. So we segment these individuals so that we can effectively send them marketing emails. So the segment that we're focusing on today, the 2 different segments, is the first one is the brand rep unsubscribe segment, and the second segment we're going to be looking at is the brand reps has not ordered, and it will become clear why we are focusing on these 2 segments today. So the first one we're going to look at is the brand rep unsubscribe segment. Now this essentially is just a customer segment inside of Shopify. You can set this up yourself. It's essentially tracking customers who contain the tag reps and have an email subscription status of unsubscribe. So why are we tracking this segment? Well, what we do is when we send invitations to social media influencers and we invite them to collaborate with our brand, we will then tag those individuals in our Shopify store so that we can effectively send them reminders, and remarket to them to try and activate them, right? Because not all members who come on board will actually activate, use their vouchers and promote your products. So this is why we do this. Now, what we look at every Wednesday is we look at the brand unsubscribe segment, and the reason why we look at this is because if we have members who have come on board into your program, but they have later unsubscribed from your effectively from your email list, then what we do is we actually archive them and remove them from the program because they are obviously no longer wanting to work with your brand. And this also means that we then will no longer send them any gift vouchers and we won't pester them with any emails. So effectively, as you can see, there are 0 customers in this segment at the moment, so there's not anything for us to do. But if there was, what essentially we would do is we would take the customer email, essentially we would go to the collabs and we would go to our connections, and if for example it was this particular person, we would click on this particular person and we would archive that connection, and it will become clear a little later on in this video why we actually do this. So once we do that, we would then go back to customers. We would delete that customer from our store because we don't need to store any of their information whatsoever, and we would add their email to a separate unsubscribe list so that we don't send them any more reminders in the future. So once we've done that, we would then head over to the collabs connections page again, and the next thing that we do, and by the way guys, I'm actually doing this I'm doing this for real with you in today's video because we actually send this we're actually sending this actual email right now today for this particular client. So what we're going to do next is going to click export up here in the top right, and this is going to export all of our collab members. So these are individuals that we have invited to collaborate with this brand. So once that file exports, you can see it's exported here. And what we're going to do is going to open it up in Excel, and it opens up in my window. You can see it's over here on the right hand side. And what I'm essentially going to do is if I bring this in like this, so you can actually see what's actually going on, I'm going to scroll right to the bottom, and right to the bottom of this list, you can see you have the archived members, right? So the way this export works is you have the archived members at the bottom, and then you have the actual current members here. So what we're effectively going to do is we're going to pull this down and we're going to get rid of all those archived members, okay? And then we're going to pull this back over here because we're going to need that in a second. I've got multi-screens, by the way, so I've got 3 different screens, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to customers, and I'm going to click import, and I'm going to download a sample CSV, and I'm going to open this as well. Now, when we download this sample CSV, this is a customer import template. So effectively what we're going to do is going to just get rid of the default, and back in our connections here, we're going to take this entire column, okay, from our connections. We're going to take this entire column. We're going to basically copy out those emails, and if we just move that back over there because that's in the way, and I'm going to pop that into email, and then we're just going to pop yes in this column. Then we're going to hit file, then we're going to hit save, and then we're going to close that. Then we're going to add that file, okay, which is that one there. And what we're going to do is we're going to want to overwrite existing customers that have the same email or phone, and we're going to want to add a tag as well. So we can remove the default tags, and we're just going to be importing these in with the reps tag. Now, if you remember earlier on in the video, when we were looking at customer segment, we were actually using that reps tag. And now, so the reason why I want to overwrite existing customers is we want to make sure that all of our existing active members are subscribed to receive emails regarding vouchers which they haven't yet claimed. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're now going to import, we can close that window there, and then we're now going to import these customers into our store. Okay, so that's going to take just a moment, and once that imports, then we're then going to load up the email side of things, and I'm going to show you the actual email that we're going to send right now. So we'll just give that a little while to import, and we'll just wait for it. Sorry guys if it's taking a little while. It's because this particular brand does actually have quite a lot of active members. So right, we're almost there, okay, perfect. Right, cool. So you can see, yeah, we've got essentially 707 members, right? So what we're going to do is going to head over to the email tab now, okay, inside of Shopify. And what we're going to do is going to pull up the Wednesday email, which is essentially this one that we sent on the 11th September. You can see that was last Wednesday. And effectively, these are templates that we have created for this brand. And essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to duplicate last Wednesday template, because once you've set up the templates, it's just a matter of just duplicating that email every single week. Makes it super quick and easy to do. And we're actually going to send this to the brand reps has not ordered customer segment, and this segment essentially is our brand rep members who have come on board but they have yet to redeem their welcome vouchers. So effectively they haven't yet activated. Okay, so we're just going to delete that copy of, because it always does that to the subject title, and then we're going to leave everything the same. I'm just going to show you this email. Effectively it's just a reminder email, as you can see here, telling them to claim your free £20 welcome voucher, and then it has a link to the Shopify collabs page, which has got our partnership ID, where they can log straight into their account and redeem their welcome voucher. And it's just got a nice bit of text as well, as you can see there, just telling them we've issued your welcome voucher. You can, you'll also get a welcome voucher every single month. That just explains what the program does, explains what they earn, and then we just have effectively some of our best selling products. We're just going to check that these are accurate. So what we do here is we head over to the store, and what we do then is we minimize this down to sort of phone screen size. And what we do is with Firefox, we can just right click, take a screenshot, and these are our best selling products. So we take that there, we download that file, and then we just replace this, because this is our autumn range, and then we'll just select that screenshot there, and this is linked to the autumn range. So when customers click on this, if they click on these products, they'll get taken straight to these products, and you can see that's linking there to the autumn 24 collection. And then we have our next featured products, which are currently our Halloween range, because we've got Halloween coming up soon, and we'll do the same for this as well. We'll just take a screenshot of that, and we will scroll down, and we'll just replace this as well. And all this is doing is that it's just making sure that the best sellers are being featured in this email. And if a customer clicks on these products, then they are taken to the appropriate page. You can see this links to our Halloween collection on the website, and the same for the buttons as well. And also what we do in this email, we just remind them of the benefits of our program. So this program actually has recently increased to a £25 voucher. So I just want to make sure that I am just making some adjustments. We've just recently increased the voucher size for this particular brand from 20 to £25. So I just want to make sure that all the marketing messaging is updated to 25. Okay, so yeah, everything's there. Everything's commission rate's the same. None of that's changed. So £25 vouchers, £30 cash, 30% commission rate, 30% discount codes, and we just tell them what the requirements of the program are. So you can see it's a very simple email, but it's very, very nice looking email, very professionally designed, and that email is effectively a reminder to claim your free £25 brand rep welcome voucher, and that is going out to 559 members. I'm just going to make a note of that because I'm going to send an update to this client as soon as we've sent this email, just to let them know that we've sent this email. So we're just going to hit review, and we're just going to make sure that everything is correct with the email. So we want to make sure that the logo is going to, you can see down in the bottom left hand corner, you can see that's going to the Cupboard Decor homepage, and you want to make sure that this, which is a screenshot of our, actually no, we need to edit that because that's not showing our autumn range. We just want to change this. Okay, so here's a little trick of what we do. So we want to change this here to show our autumn range, because if we go to the website, we're actually showing our autumn range up here. So what we do is if you exit from email, you go to your online store, how we actually create that image is super simple. It's from this. So what we do is we just take a screenshot of this section here, download that, head back to our email, and that gives us a very nice image that we can place here, and we can now just change that and upload that image into there. And this is, guys, this is how we make very nice looking emails. So as you can see now, that now highlights our autumn range. So we're going to hit review. This email is all just about ready to send. We're just going to check everything is correct. So £25 voucher, and this links to the store. This links to the collabs gift page, which is where we want to send people when they want to redeem the voucher. These claim and spend voucher links, they go again to the redeem page. These link directly to the products on the website. So there's this button, so we check that. Halloween, that links there. This links, if you're wondering on where I'm looking, bottom left corner of the video, you can see the actual URL it's going to go to. And then this claim and spend voucher, so £25 voucher, which is £300 a year. Everything else is perfect. Right, guys, so this email is now ready to send. So we're actually going to go and send this email right now, and then I'm going to wrap up the video in just a moment. So we're going to send this email right now, click send, and that email has, well, that email will now send in the next couple of minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just send an update to the client to let them know that we've just sent that email out. And that, there you are, guys. That is essentially a deep dive into our Shopify coaching program. This is just one of the things that we teach you to do in order to activate more of your brand rep members. And if you are interested in getting more sales with Shopify and you want to look at influencer marketing, well, we have a full coaching program, which is a 30-day coaching program, which I teach one-on-one. It's not a course. There's no training modules for you to watch. I actually teach you one-on-one. We build a brand ambassador program for you, and I teach you one-on-one exactly how to find influencers, how to get them, how to remarket them to get more of them to activate, get them on board, and actually get these influencers ordering product from your store so that they're promoting that product to their audiences, which drives targeted traffic. And that's how you drive traffic and sales with influencer marketing via Shopify. So anyway, guys, if you have found any of the content in this video helpful or useful, or if you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you're interested in working with ourselves, you can find links to our website down in the description below. Other than that, give this video a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one. Hi Steve, how you doing, mate? You all right? Right, exciting news. We are pretty much ready to go. We are ready to go, basically. I'm going to show you now in this video. I'm going to go through a few things with you. Let you know exactly what you need to do. I'm going to open your store now, and then basically starting sort of right now, you can crack on, mate, with the collab outreach. Now I'm going to show you exactly everything that you need to do now, mate, okay, right, to start moving this forward. So hopefully you can see my screen here. Otherwise I'll have to record this again, hopefully not. Yeah, so if I pull up your store, first thing I'm going to do, right, okay, so it's 20 to 5, we're just going to open it up early. I'm going to unlock your store now, okay, make that available to customers. It's got password protection on it. Let's take the password protection off. Let's hit save, and then let's basically go to your store. Okay, looking pretty good. And what I'm also going to do is, while I'm on here, I'm just going to pull up your store in a private browser tab on my mobile phone, just to make sure that it is actually open. And it is indeed. Awesome, mate. Right, brilliant, cool. That is looking pretty good. Right, hope you like it, mate. I think it's looking pretty cool, in fairness. It's a lot different to the last one I launched. Anyway, right, let me just show you now. I'm going to go back into your admin. So store's open now, mate, okay? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you where you need to send people to apply for your program. Now, you said that you've basically already got about 14, 15 individuals already sort of pre-interested, which is brilliant, to be honest. You're the first guy I've worked with who's actually done like a pre-launch type of thing and actually attracted individuals who would be interested in working with you once you go live today. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to now contact those individuals, and you're going to want to send them to your application page so they can do the sign up process, basically exactly what you did yourself yesterday. So the sign up page, as you know, is this become a rep page here. There's links all over the site to that. You can click here to apply to claim your £50 voucher, and then they can go through the sign up process exactly like you did basically yesterday. Now, how do you accept applicants? Now, I'm pretty sure you did accept yourself yesterday, so you kind of know how to do that, but I just want to go through it again with the application that I made, and that's why I made that test application, is so that I can show you on this video when we launch your store exactly the process for doing that. So if I go to the collabs section, as you know, when people apply for your program, you get an email from Shopify Collabs, right? So basically, rule of thumb is the faster that you approve these people, this is what we see, right, in the metrics. The faster you approve, the more likely they are to go and place that gifted order straight away. Okay, so if you leave the application sitting there for a while, it's possible they can lose interest and they can just be like, I'll leave it till next week. Do you know what I mean? Whatever, right? You know, so it is better to get on top of these applications ASAP, as soon as you can. So you can see here, if you go to the main collab screen, you're going to see this review application thing when you've got applicants waiting to be approved. If we click on review application, you can see my application that I made yesterday. Now, obviously, because I'm such a amazing influencer, we're going to approve my application, right? So what we need to do here is, oh, at least got my age right. Right, what we need to do is we need to click make offer, okay? But before we do that, we want to copy this link here, right? So this is the commissionable link that they will share in their bios and in their stories when they post content with your products, they're going to share this link with their audience, and that link is basically going to be a commissionable link for them. You know that they get 30% commission by using that link. But what we allow them to do, collabs defaults to their social handle as the default collab link. But what we allow them to do during the application process is choose a personalized link, because sometimes people have very weird social handles with underscores and things which are not ideal links, right? So a lot of the time people will actually choose something which is different to their social handle, and you need to make sure that you're applying that to this offer. So what you want to do here is just copy this handle. I don't know why I copied it like 4 times. Click on make offer, and over here on the right hand side click edit, and this is where you can paste that in. You can see otherwise it would have given me just Jason Morgan as my link, and then what I would do is I would end up going off sharing the one that I thought I put in, and I'd be sharing the wrong link. So you need to check in their application on the previous screen here. Okay, you need to check what that is, copy that. I always copy it, make offer, click edit, just paste that in there, and then just click back. Now you need to add their benefits to the offer. Okay, you don't need to change any of the templates that are already pre-written for you. Okay, we've written all custom templates for your store. None of these templates are copied from anyone else's store. This is completely unique to your store. So the program, it's always brand rep. Really important you put them on the brand rep program, okay? Otherwise they will not be on the right program to get the benefits of what this program is going to give them. So put them on the brand rep program, and when you're selecting gift, when you always select the welcome gift voucher. I mean, the way to know this is if you look on the top left, you've got create welcome offer, and on the gift selection you've got welcome gift voucher. So it's a welcome offer, so they get the welcome voucher. Now the reason why I'm telling this is because I've had people come on board, and when they've been with us for a couple of months, what you will start to see in this gift selection, this drop down box for gift selection, you're going to see monthly vouchers in there as well. Like you're going to see a £50 August voucher in there, you're going to see a £50 September voucher in there, right? What's really important is that you don't go and issue the monthly vouchers to these individuals who you're creating a welcome voucher for. It's always the welcome gift and not the monthly voucher, okay? Because if you issue the wrong voucher, they may not be able to spend it because they might not qualify for it, okay? So that is really important. So always, when you're creating a welcome offer, you always send the welcome gift, and this also applies to invites, which I'll cover in just a second. So we're going to go welcome gift voucher, and then we're just going to hit send offer, right? And that basically accepts them into your program. They'll get a notification with Shopify Collabs just like you did. They get the welcome email. The welcome email tells them exactly where to go, how to get the voucher code, and then they can go off on your website and they can start ordering straight away, put their voucher in at the checkout, and then it basically discounts that by £50. Every single product is included in that voucher. There is no exclusions at all, and they just pay the gifted delivery. I don't know whether you've tested yours out or not, but basically that's how it works. Now, right, how to find people within the Collabs app and how to actually send them invites. That's what we're going to look at next. So in the Shopify Collabs app, okay, now you said you did have a look, so you probably do know this. There's a recruiting screen, okay? In the recruiting screen, this is where you basically find everyone on Collabs. This is everyone who's signed up for Collabs. So these are essentially what we call warm leads, people who are actively looking for collaborations with brands, right? So in all fairness, compared to DMs, these are easy, but you're limited by Shopify. You only get 100 of these to send per week, okay? And when you're trying to grow and you're trying to scale your store, 100 invites isn't enough, because the response rate that you're going to get is going to be like 5 to 6%, 10% if you're lucky, and then that rate is going to get even lower from people who actually respond, who actually go on to actually order. So yeah, 100 per week is not enough. Ideally, you really want to get to the point where you're doing something like 100 per day, okay? So, and that's where the DM side of things come in. Now, inside of the Collabs app and the recruiting screen, to use up your 100 invites per week, and you absolutely should, because these are probably the easiest collabs for you to get, you should use some of these filters, okay? Now, obviously, you can filter by social account. I usually don't recommend that you do that. There's really no need to. But it is important to filter by location, okay? So what I would do in the beginning is definitely filter by United Kingdom, okay? That's important, because even though we do ship internationally and you can work with people overseas, in the beginning you're really going to want to be focusing on people in the UK, because you're basically just going to get the best response rate because of the delivery charges, okay? So delivery is, you're talking like £8.50 to Germany. It's really not that bad. They're paying gifted delivery in the UK is £5 anyway, so £8.50. You can get collaborations, but you're definitely going to get the best results. You're trying to scale your store at this point, right? So you're going to want to work with the primary market, and the primary market is the UK. So another filter you can add is audience size. Now, what I don't recommend you do is reach out to people who are basically too large, okay? And this is where the audience size comes in. Now, when I do these launches with people, I tend to always say to them, right, in the beginning, if you've got 0 following on social media, I basically say to them, to get the best results, you're going to want to follow people with less than 50. You're going to want to work with people with less than 15,000 followers. Now, this is not a hard rule, but basically, as you grow your own social media, the size of the people that you want to work with is ideally between 10 and 100 times your own social media following. So, that's pretty easy to work out, right? So if you've got like 500 followers, then your target collaborator is between 5,000 and 50,000 followers. And the reason why we've come up with this figure is because this figure is where this is the range in which you're most suited for collaborations, in terms of that when they look at you, and they always do, and they look at your size, somebody with up to 50,000 followers would still be wanting to work with you, even though you've only got 500 followers, okay? So between 10 and 500. So it scales. The type of people you can reach out to scales as you grow, okay? As your audience size grows, it scales. Now, again, it's not a hard rule, and you can definitely and absolutely experiment with this as much as you like. But if you did want to reach out to people between a certain range, it is just a case of just putting 1,000 to say 20,000, and the filter automatically applies, okay? Now, a little trick here. When you are reaching out to people through the Shopify collabs, a good trick which hugely increases the response rate, okay, like double, is that you pull up their social media profile and you follow them before you invite them, okay? Now, this does also apply to DMs as well, but you have to be careful because you have follow restrictions on the social platforms as well. You can't just go and follow like 100 people per day from day one. Now, certainly in the future, you can get away with that, obviously, as your account grows. But in the beginning, obviously, they've all sorts of restrictions, on the number of DMs you can send, the number of people you can follow. You don't want to get your account restricted. Now, I'm pretty sure you're already aware of this, right? But one thing that is going to improve your response rate in both the Shopify collabs invites and the DMs is if you follow these individuals first, okay? So the easiest way to do this is you can actually pull up their social profiles. Each one of these links directly to their profile. So you can just open that up in a new tab. And if you're logged in, you can just follow them straight away, okay? Very, very easy. The reason why you would want to follow them straight away, and the reason why we think it increases the collaboration rates, is because people actively check and keep an eye on the notifications they get when so-and-so follows you for so, even when people get big. Because you're working with sort of small influencers in the beginning, I can guarantee you those people are definitely checking this information. They're looking at the notifications. They're not so big to the point where, they just basically just delete all their notifications every day. So if you follow them, right, and then you send them an invite, you kind of like warm them up a little bit, right? They know who you are. It hasn't come completely cold, okay? So by the time you send them the invite, they may have even had a look at your social media, which is why, what I mentioned earlier on, about why you need to post content to your social media grid every single day, because that is where they're going to go first. They won't go to your website, they go to your social media profile. That grid is going to sell them on whether they want to collab with you or not. All right, it's really important for that grid to be full of stuff that makes you basically look legit, tells them exactly the type of products you sell, and that's going to make or break the collaboration. Okay, it's that grid every single time. So you start off with product images, and then in time, as your reps start creating content with you, you repost that, and the reels that they create, you download and you post their reels to your grid in replace of the daily product images that you'd be posting. In the beginning, you can only post product images because that's all you've got. But in time, as your reps start generating content for you, most of that content is going to be reels. And then you want to basically use that reel content, because that is essentially what gets way more engagement. Reels get way more engagement than images. So you then want to fill up your grid with reels every day. Okay, so, and that just makes it a loop of, it just sort of improves itself, because you go from posting product images to posting reels, which basically get more likes and engagement, helps you grow your own social media, and basically just makes the collaboration rate increase even more. So if you want to invite any of these individuals, what I recommend doing is opening up the individual in a new tab, okay? And the reason why you open that up in a new tab is so that when you get to the invite screen here, if you just click on them directly from this screen and then you click back, you lose all of your filters, okay? Which is obviously a bit of a pain in the ass. It's obviously a collabs thing they haven't thought of, right? So always open them up in a new tab, okay? Because that makes your life easier. And then what you want to do is, you can see some stats and what have you. You want to invite the creator, okay? Now, there's no need for you to be very specific about the type of people that you're inviting. However, what you can do is you can search by keywords. Now, this is pretty much the same as searching by hashtags, okay? On TikTok, Instagram, any platform, to find people who are going to be interested in the type of products you sell. Now, we did discuss this, about a week ago, I think, about the type of keywords that you would use. That basically needs to relate to the type of products you sell. Okay, so you can see you're a home decor brand. But you can just use ChatGPT or any AI model to just come up with a ton of keywords that you can use in this setting to find and filter the type of creators you want to work with. Okay, so yeah, just pop your keywords in. That's going to really help you filter things out. Like, for example, if I was putting like new home, something like that, that's going to filter out a load of people for me. Okay, and then you can pick and choose. Now, what I can tell you, predominantly your brand reps are going to be female. Like, it is literally 99% female, 1% male, right? So without being sexist or anything like that, just invite women, right? Basically, because the brand speaks, it's a home decor brand, the type of products we sell, it just, 95% of our customers are women. Just target women with this program, okay? So, back to the invite screen. So if I want to invite this individual now, I would just click on, let me go back in. Say I want to invite this lady here, this Sarah Walsh, right? So I want to pull up her collabs profile like this, and then I want to invite creator. Now, really important to do here is select program, always choose brand rep, okay? You must remember to do this stuff I'm doing now. So add to offer, and then add gift, always the welcome gift, okay? Now, again, in the future, as the months go by, you will start seeing an August gift in here, September gift, October gift, November gift. But you must remember, because you're inviting people, you're inviting them to join your program, which means you need to give them the welcome gift all the time. I'm sorry if that sounds like I'm, saying it in a way for dummies, but honestly, the problems I've come across with people doing two issues here. Sending invites without attaching gifts is a big one, which means that you've basically sent an invite with no voucher, and then that just pretty much kills the collaboration because you've made the mistake right from the beginning. So don't forget to attach the gift. And the second issue is that people send in the monthly voucher instead of the welcome voucher, and then that causes a problem, which again, all of this, you're causing friction. Any friction reduces the rate of collaboration, okay? Need to make it as easy as possible for people. So we're going to add that to offer. So you want the program and the gift added to every single invite. You can see we've basically used 1 out of 100. You don't need to change any of this. We've pre-written this for you. All that you need to do, you can literally just stay at the top of the page. You just add the program, add the gift, press send invite. Now I'm not going to do that now because I'm not particularly going to be, I don't want to invite this individual for you. But as you can see, 1 out of 100, use up your 100 allowance, okay? Make sure you follow this person before you do that, okay? And then if you look at it this way, you can follow, right in the beginning, you could easily follow like 15 people per day. If you do 15 invites through Shopify Collabs per day, then that's going to be basically like 95 a week. So that's going to get you pretty much to your 100 per week, okay? And then when it renews next week, you can just repeat that and do it again. So, right. How to do, sorry, I've just got a list here, so I'm going through my list. This is my checklist. Right, next thing is to, this is just a reminder really, is don't forget to, if you haven't already, let me just pull this in, make sure you can see this. Don't forget to basically read this bit, okay? This strategy bit. And the reason why I say read this if you haven't read this before is because, and the reason why I basically tell everyone to read this is that this is how we do exactly what we do with this program, okay? So it's really important for you to know the method and strategy that we use to enable the growth of your brand rep team, which is going to enable the growth of your store, okay? It is done entirely with your brand rep team, and that is what makes it organic, okay? So this strategy is important for you to know and understand basically, and if you've got any questions on it whatsoever, just, you know, by all means just throw them my way, right? So yeah, I just wanted to pop that in there as a reminder. The how to your first 10K with Shopify, just so you know exactly the strategy that we're using to grow your store, okay, and to do it through brand ambassadors. So yeah, in terms of inside the store itself, there's nothing that you really need to do inside the store, okay? So we basically keep on top of everything, right? We do everything. We will process all your orders, we'll generate all your shipping labels, we'll keep your store up to date. Obviously we've got live catalog sync anyway. Yeah, we'll do all of your email marketing. Basically, we take care of that. Basically, customer service we can even take care of directly inside because we can email customers directly from your store. Yeah, there is basically nothing inside your store that you need to worry about. And the reason why we do this is so that we can allow you to focus 100% on the thing that's going to move your store forward, and that thing is going to be the collaborator outreach, okay? So yeah, that's you hit me up on Slack. As well. Sorry mate, I'm recording a video for you, but you've just messaged me on Slack while I'm doing it. Be finished in 5. I'll upload it here. Right, cool. So yeah, that's just me replying to you a while back. That's kind of weird, right? Because I'm actually recording. Yeah, nothing you need to do, mate, inside the store. Okay, you can basically just leave everything to us. Any problems with your brand reps? Any questions from them? If it's an obvious one and you feel confident replying, go for it. The reason why I say to people is that any questions received from anyone about anything, in the beginning you might want to forward those questions over to me here before you reply. just so that you're saying the right things and giving the right information. Okay, there are lots of questions that you can get, lots of little niggly issues that can arise basically, and it's important that we basically deal with everything the right way. And we've dealt with this so many times now that we have everything pretty much templated, so pretty much no matter what type of message that you get from your reps or people that you're reaching out to, for example, I'll give an example, right? So obviously we do this with a number of brands. You know, we launch a new store probably every, I think you're the third store we've launched this year. So, you know, we launch stores not regularly, but, you know, every couple of months. What happens is that, you know, you're all on Instagram, you're all on Shopify collabs, and you're sending invites to people, and every now and then you get this invite crossover, right? Where basically you might send an invite to somebody who's been invited by one of the other brands that we've launched, and what can happen is they can go, oh, well, that invite looks very similar to an invite I got. Do you see what I mean? And they can check your store out, check their store out if they remember, and they can look at the stores and go, oh, this is weird. Both stores selling the same products, and they can basically like get a bit confused by that and a bit concerned, if you like, sometimes. And we basically have templates to deal with that, right? Which basically just explains the entire thing. So if that happens, send that over to me so I can look at it and I can basically just, you know, give you the right response, tell you exactly how to deal with that. Yeah, you know, so there are little issues, niggly issues that can happen, things like that, right? I just want to make you aware of that, just so that I am here to help you deal with basically every single issue that comes up, because I do want you focusing basically 100% of your effort on this collab outreach, okay? Because I can honestly tell you, mate, it is the number one thing that you can do every single day to push the needle forward and get your store off the ground, mate. Okay. Now, don't forget, I will be here. Okay, this is not a handoff or a, you know, sort of ta-ra, see you later. Not at all, mate. So I'm going to be here every single day inside of Slack. You're going to get regular updates at least 3 times a week. These are full updates with basically we look at how the store's doing. Yeah, I do that 3 times a week, basically with everyone. In the first month, basically, that you get 2 times a week, and then when we add the third marketing email in, basically we then start doing it 3 times a week. So it's like you get updates usually on a Sunday, usually on a Wednesday, usually on a Friday. Sometimes there is some alternation, might be a little bit day later, it depends how busy we are. So that can affect those updates sometimes. But yeah, I just want you to know that I will be here basically 24/7 inside of Slack to guide you through this entire process. And yeah, you can reach out to me. As you know, you've already been doing it anyway. The reason why we have this Slack is so that, you know, basically the individuals that we work with can get access to me, you know, 7 days a week, pretty much 24/7. You know, the only time you can contact me is when I'm sleeping. But even then, you can send me a message and I'll pick it up in the morning, right? So yeah, I just want you to know, mate, that the support is there for you every single day. All you need to do is reach out. Any questions, any queries, let me know, mate. Right, so I'm going to wrap this video up now. Hopefully, we'll see when your first order comes in. Hopefully, it won't be too long. Yeah, might even be this evening. You know, a lot of people shopping this evening. Right, it might be this evening. If not, don't fret about that at all, mate. Literally, I've seen stores basically take like a week to get their first sale. Yeah, don't fret about it. It compounds over time. It will grow. You just need to follow this strategy, mate, okay? Right, I'm going to wrap this video up now, mate. And yeah, basically, and pretty much call it a day. Well, actually, no, I've actually got about another hour in the office. Anyway, mate, I'll leave it there now, and I'll send this video over to you on Slack right now. All right, cheers, bud. Thanks again. Right, so before we get into today's stream, guys, as always, I'm just going to tell you exactly how we can help you before we get started, just so you know where to go. and then we're going to crack on with today's stream, guys. It is going to be a busy one today because it is Monday morning. So here's why I think I can help you guys, right? So I've been doing what you see in these streams for over 20 years, and during that time